Greetings, fellow Cameroonians. Today is Friday, 21st of this month of November. Today we want to talk about the National Day of Mourning. Issa Tchiroma declared that there should be a National Day of Mourning, which we supported, which we participated. But unfortunately, this National Day of Mourning was not a success. Judging on the ground, it has actually shown exactly what we expected. We didn't expect it to succeed because our position is that Cameroonians are not ready for change. Cameroonians want change. 99% of Cameroonians, they want change. But are the people ready for change? Definitely they are not ready for change. Change in Cameroon depends on the ability of our Francophone brothers and sisters to be able to make the change that the country deserves. Are our Francophone brothers and sisters able to make that change? No, they are not. They have demonstrated they could not hold ghost town for more than 2 weeks, and that is just the reality. We must work with this reality.
My country people them, when I listen to Capo Daniel message we put them out, I agree with you. So I go play the video now. When I listen, then I go talk after.
We are going to go down through the videos, footages, and show them. Yesterday it was Maurice Kamto. Today is Issa Tchiroma. And if Issa Tchiroma do not deliver, Cameroonian people will move on. He has to understand that. He has to be pragmatic. Following the hardcore people in our society will only make a leader not to lead, but to be led by the people. A leader leads the people. Look at the mistakes of John Fundi. Look at the mistake. John Fundi boycotted election. He suffered as a result. John Fundi refused engagement. He suffered as a result. Yes, he gave Cameroon multipartism. He fought and gave it. He gained it from the regime. But we know that it was John Fundi's effort that leads to the regime to grant our people the freedom of multipartism, freedom of expression that we enjoy today. Maurice Kamto came. What can Maurice Kamto show that he has given to Cameroon? What can Maurice Kamto show? Absolutely nothing. Why? Because he listened to the core of his base. You need your base to move. You don't need your base to lead you. Maurice Kamto did not go in for elections. What is the result? He was unable to give the result for the Cameroonian people or to even stand for election. We know that the regime will try every way to remove him from that position anyway. But they will not succeed if he is doing the right thing. They will try every way to torpedo Issa Tchiroma, but they will not succeed if Issa Tchiroma is doing the right thing. What Issa Tchiroma needs to know, what all his supporters needs to know, and all our Francophone brothers needs to know about themselves. We have done our research very well. Cameroonians want Issa Tchiroma to go and look for an army to come and liberate them. Cameroonians cannot fight. Cameroonians, Bameleke, Bamenda, Marwa, all the whole Cameroon, they want Issa Tchiroma to go and bring the Nordists, give guns to the Nordists to go and overthrow the regime in Yaoundé. Is this possible? Maybe it is possible. The capacity is there. But the regional authorities from Central Africa, from Chad and Nigeria, we know for sure because we are talking with everybody. They do not support their country to be used to launch any such attack. For any such overthrow to happen in Cameroon, you will require a whole regiment, a whole battalion, a whole captain and his team in Cameroon to switch sides. Like we have seen like we saw in South Sudan, like we have seen in many other African countries. For you to be successful, you need a core military that is trained, experienced, and can coordinate. You may use the general population to overwhelm the Cameroon army and send them in waves of attack and disorient them so that the main core of your group can succeed. Issa Tchiroma have all these ingredients. We know he have support within the Cameroon military, but that support has not reached to the level where a military man decides to abandon order from Cameroon, like we have seen in other countries, and say we don't listen to the president of Pobia anymore because we don't think he's legitimate. It has not reached to that level. So Issa Tchiroma must be realistic with the Cameroonian people. If you decide that you want to use people's power, he said passive and active resistance. Where is the active resistance? Is there a real plan for a military intervention in Cameroon? We are not sure. But if there is no military takeover in Cameroon, we have to face the reality that this regime is there now, and we have to deal with it properly in a way that will secure the interests of the Cameroonian people. Cameroonians want an end of the Anglophone crisis. They want specific things. They want dual nationality. They want transparency. They want accountable government. They want viable democracy. They want a lot of things that we can articulate. You can only judge a leader if he is successful on this amount of tangible things that he can give to the Cameroonian people. How can we bring that change? We must be able to look at how can we bring that. It's not to say I want change and expect somebody to do your work for you. Can Cameroonians rise up and overthrow the government? No. They cannot. We have done all studies. So long, even Pobia have said it. It's like they show you the answer, you don't take it. They say so long as Yaoundé is breathing, Cameroon is fine, the government will continue to move on. So for any uprising to take place, it must be in Yaoundé. Can any uprising take place in Yaoundé? Yes, there was a window. That window came and it was squandered. That moment has come and gone. It is spilled milk. We will not be complaining about the same thing, but we have to study it, diagnose it, so that we know where we are. Let us look into this National Day of Mourning that was declared by Issa Tchiroma. That did not work. Based on our report from the ground, it was not effective compared to the last ghost town he declared, which means that it has actually weakened his population, his momentum. But we must speak the truth on the ground. This is the reality. These are images from Yaoundé, images from Douala, images from Douala. That shows that people did not go out. Francophones themselves, they didn't boycott, they didn't participate in the boycott. They went about their day-to-day business because this is not what they want. If you listen only to the call, we know everybody have the right to advise Issa Tchiroma, but we have advised this was not the right move.
So make I interject and talk small before we play the rest of the video. When I don't hear Capo Daniel talk about pragmatism, okay? Now why that way I will do a presentation a few days ago. I explained for now the meaning and the definition of pragmatism, and we'll talk about false hope as well. Because this ambassador terrorism and which way bring me for can't talk about Cameroon politics. It starts with false hope. When they will give Anglophones them, the false hope said they could get independence and all of those things them. It be based on radicalization, it be based on false news, fake news, manipulation, and misinformation, okay? So do not get your hopes too high when with the reality and I say you could be left disappointed. The reality where I don't tell you and say the only way where Issa Tchiroma will become president of Cameroon right now by military force, coup d'etat. There is no two ways. No other person enough to explain for you how Issa Tchiroma will become president of Cameroon right now, faced with the reality and the situation as it is. Now only one way. And right now the reality to now say Issa Tchiroma no get the military might for fit overcome President Pobia, your own army where he get him. Now the truth that when I want me to tell you the thing we go make una feel good, that one I forgive una false hope. But I've been a pragmatic person, so I don't can lie for una. So when I listen to the rest of the presentation where Capo Daniel will do the presentation may be too long, so some parts of the day where I don't cut them through them. But when I listen to this pertinent part where it be important, where I want for bringing attention to, once again, the things that we Capo Daniel talking for this video, I agree with you. Whether you like them or not, and you get the right to get your own opinions, make your own assessments and your own analysis based on the reality way you see the things as they transpire on the ground. And if you get your own difference of opinion, please, by all means, contact me for WhatsApp, leave a comment in the comment section, engage me in discussion, make we debate, make we talk about what's really happened for our country. I welcome it. So, without further ado, we'll now listen.
But we need Issa Tchiroma in Cameroon. We need him. He must prioritize his presence to lead the movement. We cannot let down the Cameroonians again. We cannot follow delusions or the reality that do not exist. Look at what happened to John Fundi. All the enthusiasm. He went and boycotted election. Lose the opportunity to have parliamentarians to be able to speak within the system in order to secure the vote of the people. We cannot afford that. So let's take a look at the campaign pushing for the idea that there should be no negotiation. Many people have called me and tell me that there should be no negotiation. Issa Tchiroma should not negotiate to come back to Cameroon. He should not continue his political movement. Now, they were saying that go forth, call on the population. Now, can you see the population? Can you call on the population of Francophones to go and fight? They will fail themselves. If you love our Francophone brothers, do not call them to go to the road like this. They will not go. There are specific moments where they could go. Where we know say it is still hot, they say strike the iron when it is hot. When the iron is cold, it is useless to strike the iron. Strike the iron when it is hot. The time to call on the population to rise up in Cameroon have passed. It has passed. The only thing they are expecting from Issa Tchiroma, those people who are giving him advice, no negotiation, do not come back to Cameroon, they don't know what they are talking about. They are wrong. Now, those who have been calling me and telling me, Capo Daniel, why are you saying that he should come back? Let us go in for the next election. This is a result behind me. This is a result. This is a result. We must be pragmatic, my people. Rebecca is a very powerful lady that we love so much. But like most of the activists who are pushing Issa Tchiroma to go in full, to go in head on with the regime right now when you are not even ready, you should think about this. If you want to fight with somebody that you know is stronger than you want to fight with Patrice Ngannou. They put you go and fight with Patrice Ngannou. They are telling you, go, 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 go. You know that you cannot beat him. It will be foolish for you to stand in that ring. No. We cannot challenge the regime when we are not ready. Ambazonia have teach us already that if you challenge the regime prematurely, without every ingredient to succeed, you end up destroying the country. Look at Bamenda. Look at the type of boys we have them carrying guns called Amber Boys today. Look at them. Is that what you want for the whole of Cameroon? Yes, we know that certain temps, on dit que ça gâte, ça gâte. Mais quand on dit que ça gâte, ça veut dire qu'on a devenu fou. On ne devait pas être comme le régime. Non. On est les gens civilisés. On connaît la façon qu'on peut utiliser pour réduire le pouvoir de ce régime, pour couper l'éléphant jusqu'à ce qu'il va tomber. On n'a pas besoin de one shot, no. If you cannot finish it with one shot, we have to look for a way to cut it until it fall down. So let's listen to Rebecca.
Avoir des meilleures conditions pour chasser ce régime. Et donc, on a gagné. On a pu chasser ce régime par les urnes. On a pris notre décision et on va prendre nos responsabilités. Donc, toutes ces tentatives d'intimidation ne font que radicaliser la population.
So, Rebecca, who is one of the most influential activists amongst all of us that talks to the team of Issa Tchiroma, yes, her voice represents the voice of the base. Yes, we, the Cameroon people, have won the election. Yes, Issa Tchiroma have won the election. Now you say that on doit chasser le régime. Chasser le régime comment? Est-ce que le régime est à Bafoussam? Est-ce que le régime est à Bamenda? Est à Garoua? Est à Nord? Non, le régime est à Centre. Est-ce que c'est possible pour chasser le régime à Centre? Dis-moi, madame. Si Issa Tchiroma a appelé les hommes pour sortir, pour un jour seulement, one day of national mourning, les gens ne peuvent pas sortir. Comment on peut chasser le régime? On doit être raisonnable. Quand on ne peut pas, mais on veut, on cherche les moyens qui peuvent marcher. On cherche les moyens qui peuvent marcher. Parce qu'on a la responsabilité. Ce n'est pas la mandat vient avec la responsabilité. Issa Tchiroma a la responsabilité pour acter responsable avec la confiance du Camerounais pour lui donner le résultat. Enfin, c'est le résultat qui compte. S'il veut être comme John Fundi ou comme Maurice Kamto, il faut que vous continuez à lui pousser. Mais c'est notre parent qui va souffrir. C'est notre enfant qui va souffrir. C'est notre diaspora qui ne peut pas rentrer chez eux. Ce sont notre frère qui va continuer à tuer à mort à Bamenda et à Bouya. ce que vous appelez le nosso. Ce sont notre bensikine, c'est notre gens qui va souffrir. Issa Tchiroma a compris ce que le régime peut faire. Il a protégé sa maison. Le moment a déjà passé que c'était chaud. Il a eu le support des les communautés internationales. Viens là-bas d'abord, assurer que ton parti peut entrer dans la prochaine examen. Regardez.
L'intimidation ne font que radicaliser la population.
Même si la population c'est radical, le régime s'en fout. Ça ne les touche pas. Regardez à Bamenda.
Chief Executive.
Ça c'est Bamenda. Donc le gouvernement avait le CPDM. Le CPDM utilise tous les instruments de l'État pour continuer, pour les organiser, pour assurer leur victoire pour la prochaine élection. Donc l'opposition fait quoi? Il est là-bas et comprend. Donc les gens qui ont le pouvoir, qui a l'argent, qui a toutes les connexions, elle est en train de préparer. Ça reste seulement 3 ou 4 mois pour l'élection. Donc l'opposant qui n'est pas la ressource, qui n'est pas la ressource humaine, qui n'est pas la force de l'institution, doit préparer plus que le gouvernement. Il n'y a pas le temps. Il n'y a pas le temps. We have to understand this. We have to understand this. When we say Issa Tchiroma should go to Cameroon, some people think that we are wrong or we have taken money. But remember, we also say that they should run for election.
Lesson number 1, Makonjipo talks about it. Listen, whether or not you accept, Makonjipo is a force to reckon with. Me, I agree. He's an enemy that is strong. So, Ambazonians will thank my country people for the wonderful job. Now, we'll go ahead.
On sait que c'est quelqu'un qui est déjà vieux. Viens d'abord sur le terrain, établir la vérité, continue le mouvement là où il compte. Maintenant, le mouvement va rester seulement dans les réseaux sociaux. We don't want the movement to end up in the social media like that of Maurice Kamto. Look at the bars, how powerful and strong they are. But what difference can they make on the ground from the diaspora?
And before I continue, when I hear Capo Daniel talk say, Issa Tchiroma, come back for Cameroon because your place now inside Cameroon. Now, what this way, me, I be talking even before Issa Tchiroma, I come on run from Cameroon, I talk say that was a mistake. I don't always tell when I say Cameroon go benefit from a stronger opposition inside Cameroon. Knowing that Issa Tchiroma, it must be president for Cameroon for change Cameroon. It get a role for play for change Cameroon for the better, and that role can be played as an opposition or as person where they prepare for a younger person for take over Cameroon tomorrow. You know, must be the person for Shidon on top that chair for be the president of Cameroon for change Cameroon. No, but if you born the Peking way, now you could be the president tomorrow. Remember, I don't tell you that one. I don't tell you 70. Cameroon could benefit from people them like Issa Tchiroma, their leadership as opposition. We need a stronger opposition for Cameroon, and the only way where Issa Tchiroma, if he play that role for help change Cameroon, for help better Cameroon the political landscape, now if he dey inside Cameroon, I be telling you that one. Capo Daniel, they can't agree with me on that. So when I don't listen to Capo Daniel, it desperately want Issa Tchiroma for succeed. But the reality of what they see, and because now it be pragmatic, it don't still be the camp of these amber people that they just they do fake news, propaganda, misinformation, and they don't live in reality. So it try now for be pragmatic, it try for live in the reality of the situation. And now, make I tell you now the reality of the situation as it is right now. President Paul Biya, it don't be sworn in as the president of Cameroon, and it don't be recognized by the most powerful countries in the world. The United States of America, it don't congratulate President Paul Biya twice. First, in the inauguration on the 6th of November 2025, and then, secondly, Marco Rubio, when the Secretary of State, where he be in charge of America foreign policy, now the Minister for External Relations, he pick a phone, call President Paul Biya for congratulating again, for talk how they want to deepen the relationship between Cameroon and America, and how they go work for counter-terrorism and all of those things and for protect both countries, their interests. And they not just leave them at that phone call, but they put them out. They publish them for their official website, and then the American Embassy for Yaoundé, they publish them again for their website and for their Facebook page. So, Russia, the president himself, Vladimir Putin, he don't congratulate President Paul Biya. And then you get Ukraine, Zelensky, when the president, they don't congratulate President Paul Biya. And then you get Senegal, they don't congratulate President Paul Biya. The UK, and you name the rest, okay? So these are just facts. All these people, them, and all these countries, them, they do them publicly. Until they hide them. Some of them can't talk, say, oh, but countryman, Issa Tchiroma get an international community where they work with you, but not secret. But the ones where they work with President Paul Biya, they do them publicly. They sign communicate, they publish them for the official website, for their embassy, their official website, all of those things. So I don't tell Una, stop believing in false hope. Yes, even me, where Una talks at the support President Paul Biya, I agree, I support Paul Biya, but now my right, you know if you take away that right from me. Even you, where you want Issa Tchiroma for be president for Cameroon, explain for me in the comment section or anywhere else how you think say Issa Tchiroma, if it defeat President Paul Biya for become president of Cameroon today or tomorrow, in the next 1 month or even 6 months time. Explain for me where to be the viable path where we go do ghost towns, lockdowns, days of mourning. I don't see it happening. And now why that way even Chris and don't tell me say it.
Mr. Tchiroma, while ghost towns are good, ghost towns are not enough. Ghost towns alone are not going to be enough.
Well, there you go. You don't hear what Chris Anu talk. Even Chris Anu, you two desperately want Issa Tchiroma for be president of Cameroon. But he's telling you the truth because they are being pragmatic, because they are reading the tea leaves. They are looking at situations on the ground and they are seeing the reality in Asawati. The momentum is dying. Francophones are not Anglophones. They're not going to take a bullet for Issa Tchiroma. They are not. They are not going to do what Issa Tchiroma wants. They're not going to go out there on the streets for protest, million-man march or whatever, where we count on. Francophones will not do that. Okay? And even if they want for Duam, Issa Tchiroma not get the capacity for mobilize them for Duam. He is not the right person. If he is, then let him do it. We go see him. Call me Thomas. Some of we want for see him before we believe him. So the reality, and I know when I talk, so when I can't talk about countryman, you want me to do it. That is for you to decide. And just read which way they happen right now, faced with the reality of things where they don't happen in the past, I will predict the future for you. And now why that way? Before the presidential election, and they talk about since 2024. Now people like me will start they talk about register for vote. Register for vote. It was not Issa Tchiroma. Now me, I be there for social media. I tell when I say when I register for vote. I not be tell when I who for vote for, but will be tell when I will be encourage every single person where it be eligible. Say make when I register for vote. I play my part. And then before the presidential election again for this 2025, continue be tell when I say the opposition, the only chance for defeat the CPDM now if they form a coalition. Did they do it? No. So the opposition it deny for form the coalition where we be advise them. So everything will happen. When I not be hear the prediction what be make up, I be do a presentation where I do my prediction of the presidential election. Before the election, I do a prediction. It's still there for the video of the prediction what be make up. It's still there for my YouTube channel. It's there for my Facebook pages. It's there for my social media handle. It's there for WhatsApp. If I want a copy, I go send you the link. When I go listen them again, I told you so. I told you before it happened. I predict them, and then the things that I be predict them, they come to pass. And I be even tell una how for prevent them, make it not happen. Did they listen? Of course they don't listen. So when I come now after everything has been said and done, President Paul Biya don't win. As the Constitutional Council, it talk him, as elecam, it talk him, and then they don't swear ye in, and then the international community don't recognize ye as the president of Cameroon, and then when I can't talk, when I don't even blame the Issa Tchiroma when not them create the system, when I don't even blame Issa Tchiroma when not them be the vote for Paul Biya, campaign for Paul Biya, not them support CPDM, they fight against the SDF and the other opposition them. When I don't blame you, when I can't blame not me, when I had no correct. So like I talk, I agree with Chris Anu, the criticism of Issa Tchiroma the other day, say they don't even get website, even simple communication. Issa Tchiroma not get, he not be good at communication. But a person that will be used to be minister of communication. And then today, Capo Daniel they talk. They tell when I say, even the 1 day of mourning, say many people that stay inside their house, it was still a failure. Say they say strike the iron when it is hot, and the iron is not already cold. Even if when I be think say Issa Tchiroma go can liberate, when I go bring army from the Sahel or wherever, it's not going to happen because Niger don't deny it, not support it. The same thing with Mali, the same thing with Senegal, the same thing with Chad, Central African Republic. All these countries, they align now with President Paul Biya.
The leader must not be led by the people or just by anger. The leader should lead the people. So if Issa Tchiroma have what it takes to overthrow the government, it is one of those things. It's not the Cameroon people, it's not Francophones. Francophones will never risk their life. They have not built the capacity. They have to build the capacity first. Without that, Issa Tchiroma must be realistic. We need Issa Tchiroma not to listen to the anger of the people, but to listen to the need of the people. We need to listen to the need. What do the people need? We know that when you want something so much, you may want iPhone 17, but if you cannot afford it, you have to go for what you can afford so that you can develop the capacity, earn and save to be able to get what you really need or what you really want. That is how the law of life works. And we hope that Issa Tchiroma will do the right thing.
So my country people, I go end the story for you. Now just the small talk that we bring up for now. Thank you plenty for all man we don't listen like I talk. You get the right for your own opinions and your own calculations and your own analysis. I'll be very intrigued and very interested for listening to your own opinions, whether you agree or disagree. That is fantastic. I love people the way they disagree with me, as long as they bring reasonable opinions and arguments the way we feel debate on. If you get your own different point of view and you disagree with me, I love to hear it. Leave it in the comment section, WhatsApp me, put it out there, create your own Facebook page, challenge me like how me I challenge this Amber people them. Make your own presentations them if you need to. That is all fantastic. We love it, okay? We need to discuss all of these things because we exchange knowledge when we do this. Thank you plenty, my country people them.